Hey viewers, welcome to another game from viewers, and this time we're watching an Ashe game played by Cactu, whatever, something like that. It's Cactus without an S, and he is playing in a team that's pretty well constructed. We have plenty of physical damage, we have magical damage, and we have two tanky characters, with Shen being an actual tank. Shen going for teleport, that's rather strange. I really like the Flash Ghost on Ashe because she doesn't have any real escapes in her abilities. So the enemy team consists of one tanky character, and then we have Swain, who's awesome at staying alive, especially early game, and then two physical probably and one AP. So the teams seem to be exactly the same, which is excellent, I would say, because that normally provides it with good matches. So let's see the starting item. Starting item on Ashe. You can go for a lot of things. I prefer Door and Shield myself. And Boots is also very excellent. Depends on where you're going. If you're going from mid lane, Boots are a good choice because you can actually buy 3 health potions with them. And the health potions come in very handy if you have a difficult laning opponent. And with Door and Shield you have to rely on the actual, the shield to regenerate you. So the, 8 health per 5, so it's not a lot. And it's probably going to be Kog'Maw mid here, because he is the longest range character, and they probably expect Ashe to go mid anyway. So they would put up Kog'Maw against her. So no junglers in this game. I think the enemy team doesn't have a jungler either. No. So all in all, pretty well matched game. We will have to see if anyone takes the blue and the red buffs, which is really important if you don't have a jungler, and it can really turn around the game. So we'll start off the game, of course, by farming. And oh wow, Katarina mid. That's not good. Well, not good for Katarina. So missing his last hit. And Katarina is going to have to really get lucky to get a kill here in this lane, or to get ahead in minions, or to win the lane basically. Because Ashe can just stay away and there's nothing she can do, because Ashe has a much bigger range and much more damage early game. Especially since she's going the Door and Shield first. Well, Door and Shield prevent Ashe from harassing too much, I guess. So there's some benefit in that. That was the wrong minion. You should have reversed that, of course. But so let's see initial minion counts. Both are at 6, Ashe now at 8, and except for Sion, everybody is around the same numbers. Don't know what Sion is doing. Oh, Sion was already dead. So he was the one that actually got killed here. Without any minion kills. That is quite extraordinary, as normally you see the first minion that comes by is shot down by anyone. And Ashe is a little bit scared here, probably worried about that thing, I think that's Shanpo. It does quite a lot of damage, but only after the Katarina actually has some AP. But before that, yeah, it really doesn't do too much. It's just that the sound is really annoying, at least to me. I really get scared more by the sound than by the actual damage. So last hitting against the turret is really hard at this level, obviously. You don't have the actual damage to yeah, to get anything, to get the last hits there. So not really using the boots here. The boots are normally used to run in, get a volley off on your opponent and then run back out before they can retaliate.
Enemy double kill.
So the bottom lane is kind of failing hard with already 3 kills, or 3 deaths I should say. And
Enemy has been slain.
yeah, they do have 1 kill I think. So I don't know who got the kill on this team. Yeah, Sion does. But he only has 2 minion kills, so not really good. Ashe is at 18 and he's doing a really good job for us, for a duo lane. As is Tryndamere, but Tryndamere is alone. And Katarina is a little bit ahead by now. Guess the door and shield really is working out pretty well for Katarina here. Ashe is a little bit too timid to do enough damage to get the life gain under control. So Katarina's life gain, that is. Because she is regenerating the life steadily, and yeah, at level 6 you normally want to have harassed your laning opponent so much that you can actually just fire the arrow right in their face and then finish it with some frost shots. And of course the volley. But in this case it didn't really work out that way. Katarina is still full health, and Katarina is level 6 as well, so you need to take care that you actually reserve the arrow to shoot her in the face when she tries to ult you. And there's no reason to stand that far back. She cannot do anything here. She can only throw her knife and that's it, because for all of the rest of her abilities she needs to be close, and then the tower will just shoot her. So a little bit too timid on Ashe's part, and we'll see this arrow going.
You have slain an enemy.
Um,
An ally has been slain.
okay. I totally missed the kill. How did I miss the kill? So he killed someone in the middle of this, I'm guessing.
An ally has been slain.
So, yeah. I wanted to follow the arrow and nothing happened. Never saw the arrow. But, well, excellent I would say. Yeah, well, nothing wrong with that. Who was it? Oh, it was Tryndamere. So, yeah. So the choices for Ashe are normally volley is the most important. Well, I guess the enchanted crystal arrow is the most important. But then volley would be the most important normal skill, followed by frost shot, and you put 1 point into hawk shot just to have it. So just to have a scouting tool to look in the bushes if you want to know whether someone is there. But the +1 gold you get from Hawkshot really isn't that much in the end. I mean, on the high ELO levels I would see the benefit of it, but even then, having 1 gold for each kill would mean like 300 gold total over the game at maximum. I mean, you hardly see anyone going over 300. Over 300 million kills. Of course, you can up it to 5 extra gold per unit killed, but yeah, by that time you're already up to about I don't know, 100. So it's really not worth it. Because, well, basically losing levels in Frost Shot is not worth the extra gold. That's how I should put it. And yeah, that's why people just tend to ignore it and just put 1 point in it to be able to scout a little bit when they need to. But normally they will just ignore the whole thing. So we're up to 45 against 51. Keeping up pretty much with the Katarina. I wonder why Katarina gets to farm so much, but yeah, Katarina out of the lane now for a few seconds. Ashe can actually get some damage done on the minions. And probably going back to base now to get some more mana. So the Shen on the team means that the team, if he's good at using his ult, the team will have a lot of extra protection, because if you are almost dying, you get another, I don't know, few hundred hit points, which is very useful. Plus, he can provide extra damage if you're in a 1v2 situation all of a sudden. So if you're getting ganked, you can counter gank them by having Shen pop out of nowhere. You get an extra shield and you get an extra person there. So all in all, good deal. So we're losing bottom turret here. The first turret's not really a big deal. It is, yeah, quite a lot of gold. It's 750 gold for the entire team. So team gold, I should call it. But it's not nearly as important as a dragon, because a dragon is a lot more gold, even. But nobody's taking dragon. They don't really have a dragon killer in this team. Yi should be able to do it once he has some decent items. And he does have some real jungler items here. Well, some, just one, but so probably firing an arrow this way. And there we go. Yeah, if you're Tryndamere and you're just staying there at no health at all, you're asking for it. That was a really nice arrow, and a little bit lucky, of course, that Tryndamere just